everybody, it's Courtney. We are at Cedar Point Halloweekend. It is October, 16th, 17th? 18th? Whatever that weekend is. And it's incredibly busy here. Way crazy busy. It took us almost a half an hour to get to the parking lot from the causeway, and an hour. Andy says an hour. It's a long time. It took a while to get into the parking lot. There wasn't a lot of parking available. Even the overflow lots were full. Probably the busiest we've ever seen Cedar Point. We ordered a week in advance our express pass tickets because they were selling out. And that includes all of the haunted attractions and the Conjuring experience. And we get here, we get our wristbands, we ask if we can get our time for the Conjuring experience because it's a timed event. And they said, no, you have to go to the Conjuring house to do that. We waited in line probably another hour to get our Conjuring experience tickets. There's only one place you can get those. The line wrapped around the buildings next to it. It was wild times. The staff did a great job at the end. They were coming around with time tickets for those of us that had already prepaid, because there were people getting their tickets at the time. So those that were prepaid, they were walking around trying to get us time so that we could get out of line, and that was helpful. Otherwise, if you want anything to eat or drink, an hour minimum wait. If you want to ride a ride, hour minimum wait. Everything is, yeah, sometimes 2-3 hours. Even the fast lane stuff is lined out the door, like it's crazy. Oversold, maybe oversold. So this year's the first year that Halloweekends has charged for the haunted attractions. There are 4 that you can get into with your regular pass, but they're not open on Thursday and they're not open on Sunday. So if you want to get into them with your regular pass, you have to come on a Friday, Saturday, and then you have to pay for the additional haunted houses. You have to pay extra also for the Conjuring experience. So it's like an extra $25 if you do both. If you get the express pass like we did, you get all the haunted attractions with the fast lane. Basically, you jump the lines. But it was $239 this year for 2 tickets. So that's almost double last year's price. And we had to buy them over a week in advance or they weren't going to be available. So, not sure how we feel about the changes to Halloweekends. But right now, Andy's frustrated. Otherwise, we're going to try and enjoy tonight. It's going to be fun either way. We just have to get past the busyness and all the things. So, more to come. We'll share. See, it continues to just be wall-to-wall people through here, and I want you to notice the barbecue place on the left here as we're walking by, because I talk in a minute about the length of the lines, and it is to that restaurant that I'm talking about. This is the line to the food over here. Oh my God.
Let me go and choose any fries, any fries.
Oh my gosh. That's the end of the line for the food. Okay, this is the end of the line for that restaurant way up there. Woo! That's a lot.
That's just to get into it.
Yeah, just to get in and order, and then you gotta find somewhere to sit if there is a place. Wow.
You oversell the place.
Yep. Okay. When we were here last time, they did not have any, not one pumpkin or gourd out yet, which usually they were putting out much earlier. I love this part, and they did not have it out the last 2 weekends that we had been here. It looks beautiful, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, these over here are always good. They look like spiders.
Get out of the situation that we spent money to get into.
You want to spend more money to get out of it?
To get out of it, yeah. I mean, to get out of the situation that we spent money to get into.
You're that frustrated over the whole thing?
Insane, man.
Ouch. It's pretty busy, for sure.
Like, if I could spend an extra $200 to get a faster fast pass than the fast passes are, then I would do that.
Where they just have like walkways above the walkways, so you don't have to walk through the people. Is that what you're...
The head of the fast pass lane.
This is like not even the craziest part. Like there's fewer people here than in other areas, and it's still crazy.
Line someplace.
Yeah.
Everyone's in line somewhere right now.
Yeah. That's a pretty willow tree.
Yeah. They're like the only two in this area that are not blowing like crazy.
Right.
18
The wind.
mile an hour southwest gust is coming through here. Gale winds.
There is a lot of wind. It's crazy.
Where are we gonna go? Stand in line someplace?
Yeah, we're gonna go stand in line somewhere. That's what we do here. We stand in lines.
We've been here for over 2 hours now. We've done nothing but stand in line. We stood in three. We've been in a line with our vehicle to get here for an hour, and then we came here to stand in a line to get these wristbands that are going to allow us to stand in a shorter line, but still a long line, but a shorter line than the line if we didn't have the wristband.
Right. And then we stood in another line to get the tickets
that we had already paid
with
for.
the tickets. Yes. So yes, there was that. So a lot of waiting here today. So needless to say, the scariest thing about Halloweekends so far might be all of the waiting. The waiting in all the lines, the increased costs, the overpopulation of the park as a whole. It's really not what it used to be. There are a few highlights though that still exist. They do the shows at the Red Garter Saloon and at the Eldritch Theater that are pretty good, although I was a little surprised with how skimpy the girls' outfits were for being sort of like a family-friendly musical event in the park. So you'll see some of that coming up too, but needless to say, it was just a lot of lines and a lot of people everywhere you looked for Halloweekends. The Coke store. And this is the next haunted attraction. This is midnight. We will tell you what we think. Okay, it's super loud, but Andy's using the restroom. There's a line for the men's restroom. Crazy. Never seen that. And I'm going to show you a little bit about Erie Estates real quick. I'm going to turn you around and show you what to expect, because when you come to do the haunted attractions, even if you pay the $10, there are lines. The lines are an hour plus, and so you may only get through 2 or 3 attractions for that extra $10. There are 4 that you can go through without paying the extra. So if you're gonna wait, I wouldn't pay the extra $10 when you can go through the 4 that are free, and they're still gonna have that hour and a half wait. You could pay the extra $10, go through the ones that are premium, but it's gonna cost you less to do the 4 that are included with your ticket For an extra 10 bucks, you're gonna wait in line. So I'm gonna turn you around and show you what I'm talking about. So this line starts on the opposite corner behind this building and wraps all the way around here and comes to the front of the building. And this attraction doesn't open for another 5 minutes. This is the line before it's even open. Once it opens, once these attractions open, craziness. Now, the distance from the end of the walkway up to the door is the Fast Pass line. That's the express line. So if you got the express tickets, you can go up this little sidewalk and you bypass all of this line. That's why this line takes so long. So it's up to you. You can stand in line or not. You can pay the extra for the Fast Passes to do all the extra attractions or not. But at the end of the day, everything costs here now. None of it is included other than the 4 attractions that were attached, which are Blood in the Bayou, the Cove, and there were 2 others that are like not really attractions so much as like musical things. One of them was the Clowns, which is a band that plays over by the Gemini, and the other is something over in the Frontier Town area that again is not a walk-through attraction but more so like a performance. So keep that in mind if you're not buying those additional passes.
In your teeth and get ready to bare your fangs after dusk.
So as I mentioned before, the performances like this at the Red Garter Saloon and at the Jack Aldrich Theater up on the Midway are still here. They're still very good, and they last about 15 to 20 minutes, I would say, on average. They are only at certain times, so you do have to look for those schedules if you want to see them, because there can be quite a gap between performances. So keep that in mind if you're wanting to see these types of this type of entertainment in the park. I will say, of all of the attractions in the park, the new Conjuring experience is worth every penny. You have to buy the tickets separately, and you do have to wait in a separate line. There is no fast pass for it, but you have an assigned time that you would go in. So you go in your 1 hour assigned time, and it is a very interactive haunted house experience. Well worth the extra, I think, $15 that they're charging to go. I hope you enjoyed this, and it didn't seem too complainy, but Halloweekends is certainly a lot different than it used to be. Till next time.